There we go. Okay, we should be good now. All right, there we go. All right, I got slow mode on. All right, can everybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Hi, David. Hi, Seldom Nation. Hey, guys, how are you all tonight? Hello, hello. Was anyone else having issues with the Pompeii video? Yeah, as soon as I uploaded the Pompeii video, YouTube did its copyright thing on a few clips I used. So I pulled it, and I did go back and re-edit the video. However, almost immediately, when I went to re-upload the video, it said there was like a 2-3 hour wait to get the video back up. So I'm like, I'm just going to deal with it tomorrow. So it's kind of whenever you have a video trigger a copyright block or whatever, you have to kind of play with it to get it to go up right. So I'm just going to deal with it tomorrow. Saturday is a terrible day to try to upload to YouTube. I guess just where everybody's uploading tonight. Hey, everybody. Whoa, 82 people already. Holy cow. How is everybody? Hello, hello. Hi, Colton, Alex. I was having issues because you used BBC footage. Yeah, it was there's a documentary called The Last Day of Pompeii that has some excellent footage, and I used some of the clips from that in it, and it just YouTube pulled it. I tried to do the whole trim thing to see exactly where the problem was, and it wanted to delete like 10 minutes of video, which I'm like, oh my gosh. Hang on a sec, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay, so holy cow, 85 people. Dang. Tinks, hello from England. Well, hello from West Virginia. How is everybody tonight? I am going to try to have the video up tomorrow. That's my goal. So, and I promised you guys a video tonight. So I'm like, you know what? Since I can't upload tonight, I'm just going to do a live stream. Hype Boy 1602. I know this is strange, but what is your favorite Titanic lifeboat? To be honest, I have never actually thought about it. Probably the lifeboat that had Frederick Barrett in it. That was actually an absolute crazy story. Maverick, where did you get the Titanic picture from? Man, everybody loves this Titanic picture. Every single time I do a live stream, people comment on it. It was a gift. My sister and her husband found it in an antique store. Marshall, hello from Clearwater, Florida. I love Clearwater. I've been there before. Wasn't one of the crewmen on the Edmund Fitzgerald from Clearwater? I think so. Brian, second class Titanic video. That's actually on my list. Amy, hi again from England. Hi, Amy. Hi from West Virginia. What is your favorite Titanic movie? Ooh, probably the James Cameron movie, but the most accurate one is A Night to Remember. Hi, I don't know if I can say that right. Eros. Hi from Paris. Hello from West Virginia. I've been to Paris. I love it. Beautiful there. Tyler, hello from Australia. Well, hello from West Virginia. Man, we've got people from all over the world tonight. The Epic Show, hello from Michigan. Oh, I love Michigan. Epic Show, did you see my Evan Fitzgerald video? I love going to Mackinac Island. Mackinac Island is one of my favorite places to visit. 115 people. Holy cow. Gabriella, hello from Mexico. I've been to Mexico too. Cozumel. Huck, Titanic is like Lusitania. Olympic is like Mauritania. Britannic is like Aquitania. I mean, I could see Titanic being like Lusitania, Olympic like Mauritania, sort of, Britannic like Aquitania. How is Olympic or Britannic like Aquitania? Historic Travels from Roller Coaster. What is your favorite ship that is not the Olympic class, the Queen Mary? Let's see. Hello from Illinois, Isaac. Hi, Isaac. Dean, fun fact, I have an original bar of soap from the Titanic. Oh, yeah, they sell those. I think I've got one of those too around here somewhere. Hi, I live in the Titanic Memorial in Manhattan. Oh, that's cool. The Titanic Memorial in Manhattan. You know, I was in New York not too long ago, and I didn't get to go see the statue, but I did go see the pier where Titanic was due to dock. Kara, have you ever been to London? I have once. I have been to London before. Hello from England. Holy cow, it's almost 1 there. Hello, it's 7:44 here. Alice, hey Sam, do you have any interest in aviation history? I love aviation stuff. One of my big things that I wanted to do was to learn how to fly an airplane. And I have done an observation flight before, but aviation is another big interest of mine. Hmm. Yeah, there's a really, really good movie. I had to think about it for a second. I don't know if you're familiar with a company called Studio Ghibli, but they have a movie called The Wind Rises. It's about an airplane engineer. Great. I love aviation. I think it's extremely interesting. Studio Ghibli films are awesome. I think they're works of art. Zelko Gaming. Hello from the hometown of the Wilhelm Gustloff. Wow, that's so cool. Was the Wilhelm Gustloff in Germany? Was it built in Germany? I'm sure it was, but Doll. Hi Sam, remember me? I'm your biggest fan. Hi Doll, I do remember you. Yeah, the Wilhelm Gustloff was definitely built in Germany after I thought about that. Pacific. Oh, I've seen The Wind Rises. The Wind Rises is awesome. Studio Ghibli films are great. I think Spirited Away is my favorite. Is there anybody here heard of Studio Ghibli? Does everybody in the chat like Studio Ghibli? Random. Hi. Cindy, Historic Travels, what do you think of the Hindenburg? The Hindenburg's a crazy story, and it is on my list of things to make a video about at some point. Rain, Rosie, I will bring Rosie later. She's asleep in the other room. Judy, hello, how are you today? I am well, Judy. How are you? Besides YouTube driving me crazy with my video uploads. Hello, hello. Besides maritime aviation, what's your favorite kind of history? You know, it's just, and who said that? I lost the video. I lost whoever wrote that question. All kinds of history is my favorite kind of history. And my interests tend to vary. It's just whatever catches my interest for a time. Cub, when is the Britannic video coming out? I'm shooting to have Britannic done sometime. Here's the schedule. So the Pompeii video is done. I just have to get YouTube to take it, which I'll mess with it tomorrow. Excuse me. And then I'm going to do one more Titanic video and then Britannic. So Britannic should probably be out next weekend. I shoot for 2 videos a week. Ethan, remember me? I'm back. Hi, Ethan. Welcome back. Owen, hey man, love your channel. What started your fascination with the Titanic? Best wishes from England. Well, hello, Owen. Thank you for liking the channel. The James Cameron movie from when I was a kid. Monty, oh, surprise, it's late again, so I can't stay. Have fun. Sorry, Monty. Have a good evening. Captain Alex, Pompeii, I knew it. Actor, have you ever seen or heard the Titanic Broadway musical? I have not. David, did the Carpathia sing years later? Yes, it did. I've never actually thought which of the Titanic's funnels would be my favorite, Elijah. I don't know, the 4th one. I never thought about it. Hey, from Hugo, I just want to know what's your opinion. Which disaster was worse, Lusitania or the Gustloff? Gustloff was horrible. And we got a $2 super chat from Lucifer. Can you do a vid on the Titanic's funnels on her wreck? Well, thank you for the super chat. Can you do a video on Titanic's funnels on her wreck? Like what happened to the funnels on the wreck? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I could do a dedicated video on that. Basically, in a nutshell, what happened to the funnels? Well, they just decayed over time, you know? But I could see if I can try to find a way to make a video about it. I think it would kind of have to be a side note because after the funnels went down, there isn't that much to it. But I'll see what I can do. Thank you for the super chat. Nathan, Historic Travels, can you do a video on the Costa Concordia? Costa Concordia is on my list. I did just see the Internet Historian. He made a hilarious video about the Costa Concordia. I don't know if anybody else has seen that, but it's pretty funny. Daw, hi from Pennsylvania. Hi from West Virginia. We're not too far from each other. Amy, I guessed Pompeii. Can't wait to see. Love your videos. Thanks, Amy. Devil Duck, video idea, the RMS Atlantic sinking. I have been sub since 500. Well, thank you. The RMS Atlantic. Yeah, I did need to do a dedicated video about the Atlantic. Thank you. Tail Heener for $1. Thank you. Or Tai Heen. I can't say your name. $1. Thank you. Did I just see Lisa D? Hey, welcome back, Lisa. Was there any diaries found on passengers on the Titanic? I believe so. I think. I don't know off the top of my head, but I feel like I did hear something about something like that. Let's see. Oh, can you do a video on the Bermuda Triangle? That is a good idea. You know, the Mary Celeste was actually sailed through the Bermuda Triangle, I think, and that's on my list. But a dedicated video about the Bermuda Triangle. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. Trips, do you like battleships? I do like battleships. I think they're interesting. Elemental Gaming, Historic Travels. Will you do a video on the Poseidon, the fictional ship that capsized? Maybe do a movie review. I don't know really what I could do about a video about a ship that just capsized in a movie. It's fake. Padme, hey Padme, I recognize you from my comments section. What if the Titanic had encountered rough waves or bad weather that night? The night she hit the iceberg. She probably wouldn't have hit the iceberg because they would have changed course and redirected. That's my guess. Titanic Fanatic 1912. I love your name, by the way. 9 minutes in and 142 people already. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Thanks. Historic Travels. Roller coaster review. Could you talk about the theory of all theories that Titanic sank? I don't understand what you're trying to say. The theory of all theories, is there like are you trying to ask about a special theory? Dean, have you ever played Sinking Ship Simulator? I have. I think it's fun. Judy, what inspired you to start this channel? I've always wondered. Really not that much to it, Judy. Essentially what happened was before COVID started, I was a quality control technician on a copper mine. And sorry. Sure. I was a quality control tech on a copper mine, and you know, COVID hit and we all lost our jobs due to the projects wrapping up. So like I finished a project in Arizona. They were going to send me up to Alaska, and then everything got shut down. So at that point, I just had to, you know, I tried to get another job, and things were kind of slow for a while. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give YouTube a try. Rest is history. Oh, whoa, come hither and header. $30 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that super chat. I don't see a question, though. Did you ask me anything? No, you didn't. Man, I wish you would have asked me a question, but hey, thank you so much. That's amazing. Thank you so much for the super chat. Whoa, here comes another one. MRM, $5. Thank you. Did you see the big piece that they raised? I did. It's awesome. I also have Cole from the Titanic from Louisiana here. Oh, hello from West Virginia. I did see the documentary, The Big Piece, and I believe I've seen a part of it. I went to the Titanic Museum in, I believe, Orlando. I think they have a section of it, but I think most of it's in Las Vegas. I could be wrong about that. But I did see a documentary about how they raised it, and I can't imagine how horrible it would be to be one of those people bringing that piece up, and then didn't something break, like one of the raising ropes or something break, and the big piece went back to the bottom and they had to go get it again? Like, ugh. I just can't imagine that. Whoa, Nick, $5. Sam, any chance of Pearl Harbor making the list of videos? It's already on the list. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, trust me. Any type of historic projects that we're going to cover, I want to talk about it. And I do want to talk about specifically the Arizona. You know, the Arizona is something else I do want to talk about. My grandfather's brother, he wasn't at Pearl Harbor, but I believe he fought in the Pacific. His ship was capsized when the war with Japan. Bob, Titanic and Olympic switch theory. By the way, $5 super chat from Nick. Thank you so much for that, by the way. And Titanic Olympic switch theory, that there is going to be a dedicated video about that. But to summarize, the Titanic and the Olympic were not switched, plain and simple. No name, why did Captain Smith escape in one of the lifeboats? He did not escape in one of the lifeboats. Let's see. David, did they change the design of the first class corridors in the James Cameron film? I believe they just went off of what they knew at the time. So any differences in the designs of the first class rooms to what they knew it then, I think they just did. They did the best guess. So CB Punk 16, $10. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam, do you know anything about the aft second grand staircase on the Olympic class vessels? Differences, similarities versus the main staircase. I don't believe they had such, I'm not an expert, but I don't believe they had such an elaborate design. Like I've looked around in the second class staircase in the Titanic Honor and Glory demo, and it looks beautiful, but I just don't think it had as much detail as the main one. I'm pulling all this off the top of my head. I'd have to go back and look at it again. And as far as that, I'm very curious as to what could have happened to it after the breakup. Now you've got me really pondering it. I'm gonna have to do a what if video about the second grand staircase on Titanic. What do you guys think? Would you all like a what if video on the second class grand staircase? What could have happened to that staircase? Is that a video you guys would like? I'd have to do some research into that. Ronan, any news on the collapse of Captain Smith's quarters? Yeah, that was a shame. During the During the last dive to Titanic, they noticed that the Captain Smith's quarters actually collapsed inward mostly. They could actually barely see the bathtub anymore, whereas that was actually clearly visible. To anybody who doesn't know, anytime you went down to go see the Titanic, the captain's bathtub was always completely visible. So, Pythonium, I love how nice you are to your subscribers. What do you mean? I mean, come on. With we're all one big family here. You know, we all love history. We're all here to have fun. And listen, I wouldn't be here without any of you guys. So, you know, I feel just as grateful to all of you because without all of you, I would not be here today. So, everybody here, thank you. Shiptail. Sam, do you know if there's any of the Titanic's telegraphs left? You mean the machines that the Marconi machines that are still on the Titanic? I would believe they were still there, but how extensive they would be, I'm not sure. Wait, hold on. We have another super chat from Heather and Heather. Thank you. 5 again. I like a video about the captain of the Carpathia. Did prepare for the extra 700 unexpected passengers. What did, wait, let me read this again. I like a video about what the captain of the Carpathia did to prepare for the extra 700 unexpected passengers and what they did on a trip back to New York. The Carpathia is a dedicated video that I am going to cover. Do not worry, and I will go into all that. Thank you very much, and thank you for the 5. I really appreciate it. Whoa, another super chat. 25 from Scotland. Thank you so much, Craig. Thanks for your great videos and your shirts. Ah, thank you. Does this shirt look good on me? I think it looks pretty good. Thank you. Kept me entertained during lockdown. Looking to go on a cruise next year, hoping it doesn't end up like the Titanic. Me too. Hope you get a new job sorted soon. I'm trying to figure it out. I mean, honestly, I kind of like being my own boss, but we'll figure it out. Whatever happens, happens at this point. And I would love to take a cruise as well. I'm wanting to come back to London and tour all of Europe. I want to go visit Pompeii's ruins. I'd like to do just a big European tour. And then when I come home on the Queen Mary 2 and do a transatlantic crossing. I think that would be so cool. Lisa D, a teacher? People always tell me I'd be a good teacher, and I think I would enjoy that. I think I would enjoy being a teacher. Hub, stay as a YouTuber. We'll see. You know, if I can make a job out of YouTube, that would be really cool. I got to say, I really do like making my own hours. You know, wake up when I want, work when I want. No bosses micromanaging me. I really don't like being micromanaged. Ethan, I've been drawing my own art on what White Star Line passenger jets would look like. I'll have to show you. Ethan, I would really like to see that. It's not too hard to find me on Facebook. Just leave me a comment later and we can figure out how to get in touch. I would like to see that. RMS Lusitania, hey, welcome to the party. You would be the best historic teacher. Thank you. You know, I'm kind of getting a taste of it here, just being on YouTube, and I really love it that you guys, you know, like the videos. Pacific, when is the Discord coming, or when is it going to be open? I'm actually, you know, I really hate to keep saying it's being delayed and delayed. The times that I intend to work on it is times that I'm not doing a video. So on the days I'm not doing a video, I'm not home much. I'm always coming and going. So I'll get to the Discord at some point. I'll try to get it really soon. Sorry for the delay in that. It's just, you know how life is. The days I'm not working on a video, I'm not usually home that much. Jay, hi Sam, please notice me. Hi Jay. Everybody here say hi to Jay. Everybody here say hi Jay. Hi Jay. I see you. Let's see. Genesis William, can you do one on the Symphony of the Seas? I need to go on the Symphony of the Seas. I think any ships that are actually still afloat, I actually need to go and visit them, you know, or sail on them. I would probably want to. I've been on the Disney ships before, and I've been on Carnival before. But eventually, I want to sail on the Symphony of the Seas, so I will make a video on that. You know, when I go see it, I want to see the ship to make a video on it. You know, give my honest opinion. Nathan, hi Sam. I've been sub since before 1K. I cannot believe the success of your channel. Keep up the good work. Love from Scotland. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Captain Spammels. Hello. Hello, Jay. Oh, that's all that was. Let's see. Marathon runner. Let's all run a marathon together. Ooh, that would be a lot of fun. Brian, how can, let me see, wait. YG, do a video on Murdoch's dog. I didn't even know he had a dog. I need to do a dedicated video about Murdoch. Aeroflies. People say Carnival is really bad. Is that true? No, it is not. I really enjoyed Carnival. The two cruise lines I've been on is Disney and Carnival, and Disney is my favorite. I really like the Disney cruises, but Carnival is really good too. And my one criticism about Disney is I usually like the shorter cruises than the longer cruises. It depends on the destination. But the one thing I don't like about Disney is that their cruises the 3 and 4 nights only go to the Bahamas. I love the 3-4 night cruises from Carnival because I was actually able to find one that goes to Key West and it goes to Cozumel. So unique ports and 4 nights, and the price is a lot better too. So honestly, Carnival was really good. I was very happy with it. 5 from Adam. Thank you. Hi, Sam. My new favorite channel. Love your passion for Titanic and how you deliver your videos. Like a fireside. Fireside chat, whatever that is. A great community you're building. Thank you so much, Adam. I'm not sure what that fireside is, but okay. Captain Alex, and thank you for the 5. Will you do a video on the HMS Hood that was destroyed by the Bismarck? I want to put the Hood and the Bismarck together in one video because I believe it was the sinking. I'm not an expert in those by any means, but I think the sinking of the Hood is what got the British so, gung-ho, we got to sink the Bismarck. So I think it would be part of the same story because that really got everybody going. Another 5 from Julia. Hi, Julia. Hi from West Virginia. Wow, you're in my state. Glad to make it to your live. On one of my Norwegian cruises, I remember being docked by a Carnival ship flying the Cunard flag. Well, Cunard is owned by a branch of Carnival, so that makes sense. But that's really cool they'd be flying the Cunard flag. Alice Crawford, can you make a video on the HMS Hawk? A dedicated video about the Hawk. I'd have to think about that and do some research into it and find out some of the stories, but yeah, that's possible. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if anybody in the chat would know this. I'm sure you do. Wasn't the Hawk sunk years after the Olympic collision? I think it was. Anybody in the chat know that? I thought the stream was lagging when Sam went quiet. Well, I had to take a drink. CB Punk, $5. Thank you. Video about Titanic crew members would be fantastic. Maybe about their careers leading up to including their service on the Titanic. Oh, an entire backstory in the Titanic's crew, like certain key passengers. That's a really good idea. Really, really good idea. I will look into that. Thank you, CB Punk, for the 5. I'm gonna make a note of that right now. There we go. Whoa, I'm getting the spinning wheel. Officer's backstory. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Lisa, could you do a video? Wait, did I miss a super chat? No. Okay. Lisa L, could you do a video on how ship travel changed as a result of the disaster, insurance claims, and regulations? That's on my list. Talk about the changes in the world and what happened after the Titanic disaster. Chronic, Sam, what's up? Hi, Chronic. How are you? Trips. A video on the MS Estonia would be excellent. The Estonia is on my list. So right now, Britannic is next, then Estonia. I know I caught everybody by surprise by the whole Pompeii thing, but I thought I'd try to make a video off of ocean liners for once to see how that goes. Marco, please notice me. I make ship drawings, most of the Olympic class. Hi, Marco. Everybody in the chat say hi, Marco. Nathan, is the Queen Mary a ocean liner? It is. Sleepy Cat, hi from Portugal. Hi from West Virginia. How is everything going in Portugal? Let's see. Whoa, man, that's so many chats. Jex, tomorrow's the first day of school for me. Really? On Sunday? Today is Saturday, right? Today is Saturday. School on Sunday? Hi, Marco. Hi, Marco. Ash, hi from Southern Ohio. Hello from West Virginia. Nez, do you think they will scrap the Queen Mary? I really hope not. I don't think that they ever would, because, I mean, the Queen Mary is kind of an icon, so I don't think people would ever actually scrap the thing. That would be a tragedy if they did. Hang on a second. I got an issue. Okay, fixed. Can you guys hear the my laptop fan is spinning? Is that bothering you guys? Can you all hear that in the chat, or is everything, yeah, y'all not getting any background noise? Bob, Empress of Ireland. The Empress of Ireland is on my list. Do not worry. Crafting Brick, will you make a video about the Queen Mary? I will, but the Queen Mary also falls into the line of ships that I would actually like to go there to make a video on it, like actually film some locations. And the Queen Mary is closed, so I don't really want to make a video about it right now. But I could make a video about it and its history, and then when the ship opens up and the world calms down from COVID, I could go there and do a video then. So, Michael, I can't hear anything. Okay, I don't hear anything. Nope, can't hear. Okay. This microphone can pick up like so many little details that I didn't even think was even possible. Like no joke. And when I went back and rewatched one of my streams, I could actually hear myself running up the stairs and coming back down the stairs. And I'm like, okay, any sounds, I don't want it to bug anybody, especially people wearing headphones. So, Kara, could you do a video on the Titanic's band? I did do a video talking about Near My God to Thee. Unfortunately, it's one of the videos that's stuck in my copyright problem right now, so the video may not be visible, but I will get to it and I will fix it eventually. Zachary, if the Titanic had 64 lifeboats like the Olympic, how many do you think would have been launched? Well, since they barely got 20 to 30 of them launched before the ship 20 to 30. Since they barely got 20 lifeboats launched before the Titanic went down, I would say probably about maybe less than that because it would have been more work to get the lifeboats ready. Titanic, let's see. Marco's Adventure. Are you part of the Titanic and Honor and Glory group on Facebook? I am. I'm on that forum. I haven't posted there in a while, but I am there. Shiptails, what if Cunard went bankrupt? They wouldn't have been bought out by Carnival. I think Carnival owned Costa too, don't they? Yeah, they own Costa Concordia, that ship that capsized a few years ago. Colton, I'm going to go. Bye, Sam. Bye, Colton. Hang on one second. There we go. All right, sorry, guys. I'm back. Malcolm Foster. Okay, $1 super chat. Thank you. Whoa, $50 super chat from Off Grid Backyard Country Adventures. Wow, thank you so much for that. Holy cow. Thank you for all the effort you put into these videos together. I absolutely love history. Thank you so much, man. Holy cow. All right, I'm blown away by that. Thank you so much. I can't, and thank you for the very kind words. Trust me, man, I could not do this without people like you. Thank you so much. Everybody here, thank you so much. Okay, Marco is awesome. Everybody's awesome here. Off-grid backyard, thank you. I'm blown away by that. That's awesome, man. Let's see. Pacific, if they scrap the Queen Mary, a lot of people are going to rage. A lot of people would be really, really angry if they scrap the Queen Mary. Cindy, what do you think of the Titan and Titanic theories? Oh, are you talking about the whole wreck of the Titan? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. I think it's very interesting, and I am going to do a dedicated video about that. Man, I teased that forever ago. Actually, I have that book right here, The Wreck of the Titan. So I am going to get to this. I have so many backlogs of video stuff I got to do. So I'll get to them, I promise. That's why I'm telling you guys, Titanic will never go away on this channel. We will always be talking about it. $7 super chat from John Fitzgerald Kennedy. Awesome. Thank you. Or 7, actually. Sorry I'm late. Glad I could make it. Well, I'm glad you're here, too. And thank you for the super chat. Actor, did they get anything wrong in the James Cameron movie? Yes, but it wasn't intentional. Kerbal, was the Titanic mummy real? I've heard that before, but I've never researched it. I'll have to go do that. Gamer Boy, we want Rosie, please. I will go get Rosie in a little bit. Rosie will make an appearance before the live stream is over. I'm going to let her sleep a little bit. Chorus Man, how's your dog doing? She's fine. She's being a mess. Hi, Historic Travels. Hi, Britannic. Ethan, which disaster was worse, Titanic or Hindenburg? Titanic. Hindenburg was bad, but Titanic was horrible. Okay, I don't know how to say your name. Bram, please notice me. Hello from Canada. I don't know how to say your name. Ebram. Everybody say hi to Ebram. I don't know how to say his name, but hello. Matthew, hi. Okay, Joe. Hi, Sam. After your video about Pompeii, will you make other videos about ancient Rome? You see, I'm not an expert in ancient Roman history, so I would need to, or like the Middle Ages. Pompeii is just, it's a prime example of one of those things that just caught my interest, even though a lot of medieval history isn't really on my list of things that I'm particularly interested in. Just Pompeii was so unique that, you know, I was curious about it. So maybe there where ancient Rome's got a lot of interesting history. We'll see. Hi, hey, Lusitania, notice me, please, Sam. Sad face. Hi, Lusitania. I've seen you. I talked to you earlier. Bob, Sam, the mummy wasn't on the Titanic. It's in the London Museum right now. I've seen it a couple of times. What mummy? You know, why would there be a mummy on the Titanic? Were they sending it to America? I'm very curious. David, video idea, Countess of Ross. Ah, the Countess of Ross. Yeah, didn't they mention her in the movie? Rose just kind of side mentioned her. Sky Knight, did you hear about the new Titanic ship? I've heard of several. There's the Titanic 2 that's being built by the Blue Star Line, I believe, and and there's that replica in China. Rain, hello, Sam. Please notice me. Hi, Rain. Hello from the Philippines. Hello from West Virginia. Let's see. Whoa, $20 from Malcolm. Thank you so much, Malcolm. Holy cow. Were there patients on Britannic when it sank? I'm reading a book, The Deep, where the main character is taking care of patients, and I'm curious if this was accurate or not. I thought she was on her way to pick up patients. You know, I'm not an expert in Britannic. I know that there was a bunch of staff on board. I know there was 1,200 people, I think, on board the Britannic when it actually struck the mine and went down. But I don't know if there were any patients on board at the time. I would be very curious to know that. If I had to guess, probably not, because, you know, only 30 people died in the sinking, and most of them were, you know, due to the mine detonation. So if anybody here knows for certain in the chat, please let me know, because I don't think the Britannic had any patients on it, because if there were, you would think the death would be a lot higher. But again, I could be wrong. So if there were patients on it, I'm very curious. Daryl, how long has this stream been on for? I didn't get this notification. About a half hour. I'm going to do hour-long streams as usual, so I'll probably conclude around 8:30. The new Amtrak. Hello, Travels. Hello from the Northeast Ohio. I like Amtrak. I traveled through there on Amtrak before. I went to New York City. Hope you're doing well. Any chance you could talk about the USS Cod at all? It is a submarine in Cleveland. I'd need to look into that. I've never even thought about it. But I have done Amtrak before. I've been wanting to do a cross-country Amtrak trip, like go from West Virginia to the West Coast. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Pacific, question, will you notice my message? Yes or no? Hi Pacific. I noticed you. Southern Nation. So I made a question about a month ago. What if another ship made it to Titanic while she was sinking? If they had a camera, would it have filmed the sinking? Probably not, because of how dark everything was that night. It would have been really hard to capture video back then, because even the only camera footage, there's only one video that I know of that is without a doubt Titanic. And it was taken during the daytime, and it's not the clearest image. So, Tobia, should they make a movie about the RMS Olympic? Hello from Sweden. Hello from West Virginia. That would be a really good video, a dedicated video just about Olympic. It depends on how they do it. If they do it documentary style, or if they did it, you know, like the James Cameron movie. It would all depend. Sorry, there's a dog barking outside. What gaming? Why was the Olympics scrapped? Just for jobs. You know, the Olympic was retired and ships get scrapped. So, you know, it's just what happened to it. Lisa D, who christened the Titanic? I don't believe anybody did. I don't think the White Star Line did christen their ships. Like throw a bottle of champagne or anything on the hull. I don't think they did that. I'm sorry, guys. If you can hear that dog, it's barking like crazy outside. Brian, how old are you? I am 29. Lego Boy, do a video about the Yamato ships of Japan. You may have already had one. I do not. And the Yamatos are a series of ships that I'm going to cover. You know, all of that history is very fascinating. Dedicated video on the Yamatos. Mitty, no, the White Star Line didn't do that sort of thing. That's what I thought. Pacific, which airlines have you flown on? That's an interesting question. American, Delta, and United. Excuse me. Russ, do you believe the Olympic and Titanic were switched? No, they were not switched. They were not. Historic Travels, if you are interested, could you make a video about the Titanic too? What is your opinions on it? Do you think it's a publicity stunt? As far as it being a publicity stunt, I don't know. I hope not. He's been talking about it since I was in college back in 2012. Wow, that was a long time ago. But anyway, I just don't like the idea because you got to think the Titanic, it was such a long time ago. And by modern day standards, the Titanic is a very small ship. So them doing a Titanic 2, I kind of feel like it's a little disrespectful to the people who died in the sinking. You know, they're trying to capitalize on the name Titanic. So, and you know, it couldn't be a 100% recreation of the ship because no one would sail on it. You know, third class was not the best place to be. They had plenty of toilets, but they only had 2 bathrooms, like 2 places where you could actually clean yourself. So no one would fly for that. That wouldn't even pass regulations today. So, I don't like the idea. I think it's a publicity stunt, but if he actually does it, it'll be more like a modern cruise ship that has a Titanic shape. Let's see. Padme, hey Sam, how would things have played out if the Californian had answered the stress call? I've always questioned that with her loading capacity. As far as the loading capacity, I don't know anything about that. But I think with the way the Titanic was sinking, the Californian could have gotten over to her relatively quickly, maybe 30 minutes or so. And she could have just pretend my Lusitania model is the Californian. So say the Titanic's right here and it's sinking. The Californian could have just pulled right up beside, and then the Titanic would have just launched its lifeboats, went over to the Californian, you know, loaded up, and then the Californian could have sent lifeboats over to Titanic, and they just could have crossed back and forth until most people got off. I think the Californian could have gotten over there pretty quick. That's my opinion. Shiptails, what did you have for dinner? I had a burger. I had a cheeseburger. I don't know if anybody here would remember this, but when I was a kid, there was this cartoon called VeggieTales, and there was a really funny song called I Love Cheeseburgers. And when I was a kid, it just cracked me up. Graham Knight. Oh, thank you for the 5. Hey, Sam. 2 M's. Will you do a video on the SS United States? What do you think of it? Could have been restored and be an ocean liner again. It'd be pretty cool. I would love if the United States would get restored. I really hate what's happened to it. See, I like it that it's still around, but I hate that it's just kind of rotting. And if they would restore it and turn it into an ocean liner, that would be amazing. But I would also be happy if they would just fix it up and make it to be like the Queen Mary. Rain, Historic Travels, please notice me. Can you make a video about the coal fire? The coal fire did not make the Titanic sink. I already did make a video about that. It's one of my old videos, and it should still be up. Shiptails, it's full of asbestos. Doesn't surprise me. It'd be really sad. The cutting room floor. Did you send a super chat and I missed it? Let me look. The cutting room floor. You said you sent a super chat. Oh, there it is. I see it. Man, I don't like how YouTube does. If you don't send, maybe there's a way to fix it. If there's by default, because I don't have any programs running, if you don't send at least 5, it just shows up on my screen. Then if I happen to be looking away or I don't see it, then unless you say something, I miss it. So the cutting room floor. Here we go. $2. Thank you. Why is The Night to Remember more accurate than the '97 movie? You know, that is a pretty good question. But you see, in A Night to Remember, they were just trying to accurately tell the story of the Titanic. In the James Cameron movie, they slipped a little love story in there. So James Cameron had to take time for you to get to know the cast. You know, why should we care about Jack? Why should we care about Rose? You know, he had to tell their story, where A Night to Remember just focused on Titanic. So that's why. I thought you were younger than 29. Thank you. I know I have a young face. I'll never forget when I was like 20 and I went into it was just a store. I think it was primarily like it was like was that 20, 21? Anyway, I went into like a pharmacy place or whatever, and just to buy a lighter, and they tagged me. They asked me, so how old are you? Like, can we see your ID for buying a lighter? Like, that's how young of a face I had back in the day. Lisa, we would love to see a video about the skeleton coast of Mumbai. I actually do not know anything about that, Lisa. I will need to look into that. Huh, you've sparked my interest. I'm going to make a note of that. Skeleton Coast, Mumbai. Skeleton Coast, Mumbai. Thank you. I've never heard of that. Oh, another super chat from Murphy. Hi, Sam. My name is Stefan. I'm a big fan. I wanted to say hi to you from Wales, United Kingdom at 1:17 a.m. in the morning. Keep up the good videos. Wow. Well, thank you so much, man. And I can't believe you're still awake. Well, thank you for the vibe. And I love the United Kingdom. I love London. I cannot wait to come back there. London is beautiful, and I was only there for 3 days. Alina, hi. Love your channel. Hi. Thanks, Alina. Captain Spamos, I'm back. Hi, Captain Spamos. Welcome back. Everybody, welcome Captain Spamos back to the chat. Everybody in the chat say, welcome back, Captain Spamos. Let's see. Katie, how has your day been, Sam? Been pretty good. A bunch of editing. All I did today was edit videos. That's all I've done all day today. Actor, if you were Captain Smith, what would you have done differently? Ooh. That is a big question. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm telling you guys, there's definitely a 10 to 20 second delay from when I say something to when it actually shows up in the chat. Anyway, if I was Captain Smith, what would I have done differently? Well, in the beginning, probably nothing, because it would have taken about a half hour to an hour just to determine exactly how badly damaged the Titanic was. So you kind of have to deal with that. But as far as the actual sinking goes, I would make sure that all the people absolutely, without a doubt, knew, like the officers, women and children first, but let men on if there are no more women and children around, and not let them launch lifeboats that are half full. Those would be the big things that I would change. Those would be the big things that I would change. All right, hang on. Okay, David, have you? Oh, hang on. Chronic, I see you're 5. Thank you very much. I'll get back to that in just a sec. David, have you seen a photo on the Titanic Engineers Memorial in Southampton where I am and still live? I have not, but I would like to see that, David. I will look up a picture of that later. If you have one, maybe you can send it to me. Chronic Talks, $5. Thank you. Is there anything I can do besides being a fan to help your channel? Doesn't have to be right now, but if something ever comes along, I mean, honestly, man, just being here and talking to you guys and just having this community has meant so much to me. Probably the best way for us to talk about maybe working together on a project later would be to contact me privately. Just leave a comment in the comment section for this video once it gets archived, and I'll be in touch with you and we can talk. But thank you. Listen, any help, the support of the community is huge, and I absolutely love it, and thank you all so much. Matthew, if you were an officer on the Titanic, which one would you be? Probably Murdoch. Captain Spamos, what happened to the Titanic's engines? They're on the bottom of the ocean, Captain Spamos. Let's see. Kimberly, hi, Sam. I've been watching your videos since 1,000 subs, and I just love your videos. My name is Daniel. I'm on my mom's account. How do you feel about the children with Lighthouse's decision of women and children only? I disagree with it. I get the whole women and children first thing, but if there's no more women and children, let men on. That's all I'm saying. There's no sense in launching lifeboats with half full. I do understand there was the whole debate about, if the lifeboats could handle the weight or not, but so. Fire, how come the extra hull did not help? Because of the strength of the impact. It was a massive impact when the Titanic struck the iceberg, so that's why. Adam, hey, Sam, you should... want me to go get the dog? I'll go get Rosie in a minute. Daryl, good night, Sam. It's 1:22 a.m. in the UK. Love the stream. Got to go. Have a good night, man. Thank you, and thank you for being here. I know it's really late over there. Don, did you hear about the Titanic 2 is being built this summer? Don, I am highly skeptical. They've been talking about that for almost 10 years. So very, very skeptical on that topic. I need some coffee. Mocha's the best coffee. Block, can you get the big Titanic? Ugh. Okay, 1 second. Here we go. Here's the big Titanic model that my brother built me for Christmas. This is he actually found this in an antique store and went through the trouble of building this. This kit came from the 1960s, and all these strings you see here, these are all original from the 1960s as well. The fact that he was actually able to get these strings on there is absolutely unbelievable. So super cool. Whoa, we got some super chats. Holy cow, hang on. Okay, 5 from David. Couldn't they have taken the doors off and used them as rafts? Also love the videos. Yeah, they could have. It just would have taken some prep work, and you got to remember they didn't know the Titanic was sinking for such a long time. We have to remember that they did not know what was going on, So there were all of us in here in hindsight know, okay, rip the doors off, make rafts. Back then, people weren't thinking like that. Another 5 from Skippy. Thank you. Why weren't the bulkheads built up to the top deck, leaving room for the water to spill over? Keep up the good work. Thank you. The big reason was they didn't want the officers to have to climb all the way up to the higher sections of the ship in order to, have access to all the lower decks. So they actually thought at the time, because even with 4 compartments for each of the front, that's like the worst that they could come up with. They thought that would be enough, and honestly, in most cases, it would have been. Whoa, we're getting several super chats now. I think. Hang on. 5 from Lewis. Thank you. Why was the 4th smokestack just for looks? I've learned a lot from your videos. Great. I did buy some coal. Cool. Wow, you wrote cool and I said cool. Thank you. They basically did it just to compete with the looks of the Lusitania and the Mauritania because the public saw the 4-funnel look and they liked it, and they associated it with speed. So even though the 4th funnel was a dummy, they wanted their ships to look like the Lusitania and Mauritania. They didn't want them to go, oh, these ships aren't as good because they have 4 funnels. So the Olympic class is built for luxury, where the ships like Lusitania and Mauritania were built for speed and luxury. But in my opinion, the Olympic class was better. $5 from Matt. Thank you. Basically, Lightoller screwed up quite a bit of things that night. I don't really think he screwed up. I think it was just his mannerism. I disagree with his decision strongly. But he was a military. Was he military? Well, he acted like military. I think he was military, but if I'm wrong, let me know. But he just had that mindset like military, men honorable, men stay behind, do the right thing, do the man thing, let women and children go. That was his mindset. But Lightoller did save people that night, so I just disagree with his decision. I think he was too hard on people. 5 from ZB. Is there anywhere else in Europe you'd recommend want to visit yourself for being a Titanic enthusiast? I want to tour all of Europe. I want to take some time and just do a world trip, like just get on a plane or a train or whatever and just go east and then just keep going east all the way around the planet until I come home. One of my favorite YouTubers, his name's Casey Neistat, he actually did that. It was a really cool video. Rail fan, hey Sam, do you think you'll ever make a reaction video of Titanic, the legend? What is The Legend Goes On? Is that cartoon? The cutting room floor. What's your favorite White Star Line ship outside of the Olympic class? I'd have to think about that. If I had to pick one, probably the Atlantic. I was going to say one of the big 4, but they all kind of look identical. I think the Atlantic. Let's see. Did the public know the 4th funnel was fake? No, they did not. I believe there was a member of the Titanic's engine room who actually climbed up the 4th funnel and peeked over. And there was a passenger on board who didn't know the 4th funnel was fake and saw the dude like looking over the funnel, like peeking up the boat deck. And it actually freaked her out. She thought that there was some kind of monster or something in the funnel. $5 from Chronic. Thank you. Sounds good. To my last super chat. What if somehow the Titanic slid up the iceberg and got stuck? How would the crew have even gotten out of that situation? That is a good question. I think they would just run the engines in reverse and eventually got free. But depending on the damage, maybe they wouldn't have wanted to. That's a lot of speculating on that one. We have a 10 from CB. Thank you. In your opinion, how accurate is the iceberg right ahead scene from the James Cameron movie? I've seen several variations over the years of what the crew did in that last one. I think it's very accurate. With one exception, I do not believe they ordered the engines full reverse. I think they just would have had the engine stop. That way the changing motion of the propellers wouldn't have affected the steering. I think that they did yell hard to starboard, which now, as we all know who've seen that video, it was teller commands. So hard to starboard means turn to port. So I think all that is very accurate. The James Cameron movie got a lot of details right, but they just didn't explain them. because 9 times out of 10, people do not know what tiller commands are. I know I didn't. I just thought the James Cameron movie actually made a mistake. But then I researched it and I'm like, oh, so that's what happened. So thank you for the super chat. Joshua, have you ever been to a Titanic museum? I've been to several. Zachary, what do you think of the 1912 the car on the Titanic? I don't know much about it, but I don't think it was built. I think it was actually like stored in crates and everything. Wait, what's this? Kerbal, would you rather them just scrap the Queen Mary or perhaps sink it to become a reef? If they were going to do anything to it, I want them to save it. But if they were going to do something to the Queen Mary, scrap it or sink it, I would rather them sink it so it would at least have a purpose. But I don't want them to do anything to it. I want them to save it and keep it around. But I know as time goes on and these ships get older, that's easier said than done. Excuse me. All right, everybody, we're at the 50-minute mark. I'm going to keep the live stream going for probably another 10 to 15 minutes. So just to let you all know that I will be wrapping up the stream pretty soon. Bob, Sam, did Murdoch actually kill himself? I don't believe so. I don't believe that would have happened. I think that I think he got washed away trying to save Collapsible A. Hey, Fox Starline is here. Don't sink the Queen Mary. I don't think they're going to sink the Queen Mary. Hi, Fox Starline. Welcome to the stream. No name. Why did people in the water not swim to New York after the Titanic sank? You do know they were in the middle of the Atlantic, right? I'm pretty sure that's a troll question. Jessica, do all ships have cats on board? Maybe was there some kind of thing with cats? Okay. Actor, what is your most shocking fact you ever found in your research of the Titanic? Honestly, probably that clock that I talked about in that video. I thought that was very interesting. No, I take that. Okay, that's favorite item. As far as interesting fact, it was probably the whole thing that the coal fire kept the Titanic from capsizing. Because, the one thing I never thought about before is why the Titanic did not capsize. She just kind of gently slid down and dipped beneath the surface over the course of the evening, and she never rolled over. And the fact that the coal fire, how they moved the coal, could have made sense and kept the ship stable, blew my mind. Matt, 10 super chat. Awesome. I've heard that if Captain Smith had decided to hit the iceberg head on, the Titanic would have had a better chance of surviving. What are your thoughts? P.S. I love your channel. I've watched all your videos. Thanks, Matt. I disagree. I think that if the Titanic would have struck the iceberg head on going that fast, it depends on if they would have had more time to see the iceberg and had time to slow down, it would have been different. But traveling at 21, 22 knots, I think 21, if she would have slammed into that berg head on like that, it would have been a disaster. The ship could have had a massive structural failure. And not to mention the people inside, everything inside would have gotten launched forward from the sudden stopping motion. People would have gotten killed instantly in the bow section. People got thrown forward. It would have been a disaster. I think Titanic would have sunk really fast. Another 5 from Zachary. What do you think about the 1912... Oh, that was that car question. The car, I think the car is interesting, but I don't think it was built. I think it was intact. I already talked about that. Yeah, I think the car was there, but I don't think it was like we see in the James Cameron movie. Thank you for the 5. Pythonium, do you prefer Olympic Open A-deck promenade or the Titanic partially closed A-deck promenade? Hello from Yorkshire, England. To be honest, I've never given it much thought. If I had to pick one, now that I'm thinking about it, I would have to say I kind of like the Titanic's design a little bit better. Didn't they do that because the ocean swells were spraying water on people? Isn't that why they did that? I'd have to look into it. I never really thought about it. Don't have an opinion on it. The thumbnail in the video of what would have happened if from Fresca. The thumbnail in the video of what would have happened to the Titanic if it hit a head-on collision with the SS Titan from the fictional book. Really? I didn't know that. BMX Blogs. Hi, Historic. Do you remember me? Yes, I remember you. Sean, were there dogs that were rescued after the sinking? Who would have taken them in? I don't know if any dogs survived. I feel like I remember something that some dogs made it. I would be surprised if none did. I know John Jacob Astor went to free them, so I'd have to look into it. PB, Titanic history is awesome. I agree. Okay. Okay, let's see. J-Dog, hello. Nathan, 3 dogs survived. Okay. Some dogs did survive. The one Did the Titanic's anchor chain allow the bow of the ship to flood faster? Not much, I would say. Would you all like me to go get Rosie since we're getting close to the end of the live stream? Would you guys like me to go and get Rosie? Let me know in the chat if you want me to go get Rosie. 3 dogs survived Olympic class. Let's see. 3 dogs survived, I believe, all from first class. Okay. Yeah, John Jacob Astor did go and free them. So get Rosie, get Rosie. Yes, get Rosie. Always Rosie, 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 Rosie. Whoa, wait, hang on. We got a $5 super chat. Let me get to that real quick. Cameron, thank you. Love the videos. Keep it up. What are your thoughts on the World War I Dazzle camo? Would you consider a video on? You know, I would need to talk about that with the dedicated video just about Olympic. You know, make a dedicated video just talking about how the paint schemes were, because that would also qualify under the paint scheme that the Queen Mary had during the sinking. Matt, are some of the watertight compartments still closed? Yeah, they would. I'm sure they would at this point. $5. Thank you, Matt. All right, let me get Rosie. Hang on a second, guys. Okay, we all know the drill. Shh, be very quiet, okay? I think here's something. There she is. There's Rosie. Hi, Rosie. Rosie, say hi to everybody. Everybody say hi, Rosie. Yeah, I just want Rosie to do some tricks. Hi, Rosie. Say hi to everybody. Rosie, you are a star. You are a celebrity. Everybody loves you, Rosie. You are the most famous golden retriever. All right. Let me... All right, Rosie, you can have some beef jerky. I cannot eat any jerky in my house without her freaking out. It's absolutely insane. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Here we go again. Hi, Rosie. All right, come here, Rosie. All right, ready? Can y'all see her? She knows the drill at this point. She knows the tricks. All right, ready? And you're going to catch this one, Rosie. Ready? Good job. Good job, Rosie. I just saw that super chat. I'll get you in just a second. All right, ready? Sit. Good girl. Okay, can you shake for me? You guys can't see it, but she did lift up her paw, but she did shake. Ready? And catch. Good job. And ready? And go get it. There's Rosie. Rosie's a baby. All right, let me get those super chats. All right, 10 from Wolf. Thank you. For Rosie. Thank you. Rosie appreciates it. And if Titanic sank in water waters, do you think she would have sank intact, or was she still broken up? She still would have broken into. The temperature of the water had nothing to do with the ship breaking in half like that. Wolfman, thank you so much. And CB, precious dog, $2. Thank you, guys. Rosie is precious. She is a mess, let me tell you. Ugh. You know, I have a picture of her from, give me just a second. Let me see if I can find it. It was a long time ago. It was back when Rosie was actually a puppy. And she, I let her into my backyard, and she was just running around back there. And she jumped into this big pile of mud and got completely and utterly covered. And she actually made me late for work that day. If I can find the picture, I may have to just upload it later. I probably will just do that. Yeah, I can't find it. All right, I'll find the picture later and upload it. But she was covered head to toe in mud and destroyed my bathtub and made me late for work that day. Ryan, thoughts on the Coast of Concordia? The Coast of Concordia is a crazy story, so I'll have to make a dedicated video about that. I think that captain was an idiot. Into the Night. Sam, can you do a video on the sinking of the Fargo? I don't know anything about the Fargo. I will need to look into that. Thank you, Into the Night. Cindy, what do you think of the National Geographic sinking animation? For the most part, I agree with it. For the most part, I think it's accurate. Captain, Sam, have you watched Titanic Birth of a Legend? I have. Notice me, lol. Yes, I have seen it. It's very good. Okay, everybody, we're coming up on the 1 hour mark. I'm going to start wrapping up the chat. It's getting a little late over here, so I'm going to wrap us up. Any last minute questions before I say goodnight to everybody tonight? Let's see. Aeroflies, could you make a video on the Vasa? It's a medieval ship that sank its first voyage literally right after leaving port. I need to look into that. That's actually interesting. A medieval ship called the Vasa. I will save that into my notes. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for the suggestion. Okay. Greetings from Brazil from KVY. Kawai? I can't say your name. Greetings from Brazil. Thank you. Fire. What age is Rosie? She'll be 3 this year. David Knight. Thank you. She still can't believe they didn't wake up the Marconi operator on the Californian. You know, thank you for the 5, by the way. Everything that happened that night was just, the Titanic was just a perfect example of a bunch of small things that led up to one big disaster. You know, if any little thing, one little thing could have been different, the whole sinking could have played out much differently. So the Titanic is an absolutely insane story. Let's see, Teresa, do you have the intent to create videos on each individual lifeboat, including the hysteria by the back lifeboats? You know, creating a video on each individual lifeboat would be interesting. I'd have to do research into each one, and I don't think each one is actually properly cataloged. Hang on a second here. Oh, did I miss? Oh, hang on a second. I think I've got somebody helping me with the super chat stuff. I missed the super chat from Mernfin. Thank you. Stefan here, $5. Thank you so much. And I'm sorry I missed your super chat. I have a theory about the breakup of the ship and why the debris field is so small, which could have explained some structural damage. I would actually really like to hear your theory. Maybe we could talk about that. Just leave a comment underneath the video when it gets archived, and we will be in touch. I would really much like to hear your theory. Fire, I do a video on Astor. Good, John Jacob Astor. I am going to do a dedicated video on him. He's on my list. Should they have started a fire on the top deck to keep people warm? No, that is a horrible idea. Amy, thanks again, Sam, for another live. Love your videos. And Rosie is so lovely. Thank you so much, Amy. All right, one last question, guys, and then I'm going to wrap up for the evening. Let's see. I want a history question here. Something I want to pick a really good question from the. Let's see. Hang on, I think I found one. Okay, from Bo here. What if Titanic dodged the iceberg and entered service in World War I? Do you think it would sink? Sorry for the delay in the question. I wanted to find a good history question. If the Titanic entered World War I service, you know, it just depends on where she was and if she would have gotten torpedoed or not. I think Titanic would have made it. You see, I mean, what happened to the Britannic was just a freak thing. But who knows? You know, it all depends on if a U-boat or a warship was in the right place at the right time. You know, it's very debatable. Oh, wait, hang on a second. We got one last... Let's see, John, $5. Thank you. Gravity versus buoyancy. Who's the loser? Depends on how much water and the loss of buoyancy. That's the big thing that would cause that. You know, gravity will win or buoyancy will win. One or the other. Just depends on how bad it is. All right, everybody. Well, hey, I'm going to wrap up the live stream for this evening. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. This was a ton of fun. I'm going to do another live stream really soon. Before I go, I have a question. What would you guys think in the live chat of me doing like a weekly live stream? Would you guys actually like that if I actually plan and do a live stream at least once a week? How do you all feel about that? Let me know in chat before you all go. Before you wrap up. Would you guys like me to do a weekly live stream? Thank you. Bye. Thanks. Yes. Yes. Okay. So yes, please. Yes, we would. Yes. All right. So do a weekly live. Yes, do it. So I guess what I will try to do for a little bit here is I like to do 2 videos a week, and that's where I try to be unless YouTube is being YouTube. And now remember, there will be some more frequent uploads, just be re-uploading old videos. So that's going to be going on. But what I'm going to try to do from now on is I'm going to shoot for 2 videos a week. And I guess if everybody wants it, as long as I can, I can't guarantee I'll be able to do it every single weekend. But if I've got time, I will shoot for a live stream every week. Maybe Saturdays. Maybe Saturdays will be a good day for a live stream. So we'll play it by ear, but I will make that part of my list. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you all so much for being here tonight. It was a ton of fun. This was a great live stream. And everybody out here, you all stay safe out there. I'll see you in the next one. And everybody who did super chats this evening, a special thank you to you guys as well. Everybody here who's in the chat, thank you all so much for being here. All right, everybody. Well, hey, stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good evening, everybody.